I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, so if it's a she, I'm gonna try to milk her. If it's a he, never mind.
That's definitely a male, Andre.
Okay, well that's not gonna happen, no milk. Hi guys, my name is Andre Duncan. I'm here in the middle of the desert, as you can see, right outside of Dubai. I'm here with Jameson as a part of the Grow Your Own Cocktail Initiative, which is a really cool global movement that encourages bartenders to support and collaborate with their communities. And as you can imagine, I'm not gonna be growing much stuff out here in the desert, but I'm heading back to the city right now to source some with Brendan, and we're gonna have some fun mixing it. On the way back to the city, we saw this camel farm, and I thought to myself, we really need to stop there, maybe get some camel milk or just pet the camels, because camels are nice. There is a locked gate, well, a gate that was locked, and now Shane, our BA, just walked into the compound, and I'm excited and scared at the same time, but mostly scared. So Shane made first contact with great success, I can tell. Hello. Fist bump. That's it. Is that okay if I go see the camels? Yeah?
No problem.
So guys, this is a bit crazy. I'm really excited about it. We found this random place with loads of camels, and I wanted to work with camel milk since that's totally new to me. I wanted to experience tomorrow with the bartenders making a clarified camel milk punch. I know it sounds strange, but it's pretty cool actually. Now I know that camels are really nice animals. Really curious too. So apparently camel... so close. So I was really curious to work with camel milk as an ingredient. Apparently the texture of it is quite amazing, and it's an ingredient that really embodies the spirit of Dubai. So hopefully we're gonna get to do something really exciting with camel milk tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. I love you. The message behind the initiative is Jameson inspiring bartenders to discover their city, discover new techniques, discover new ingredients, and meet new people who can help them step up their game. So I met up with Brendan at the local souk. He took me to the best place possible to discover the flavors and smells of Dubai. So Brendan, I was wondering, why did you bring me to this specific souk?
So we're in the spice souk.
Okay.
If you can tell by the spices really going in the air, this is a great place to find local or specialized ingredients, maybe that are a little bit off the beaten track. So Dubai is a melting pot of different cultures, and all of it can be found in and around the region, but specifically spices in this place right here. For example, this is hibiscus, which is great to do something called karkade, which is like a hibiscus tea.
Should we get some?
Yes, definitely.
We just need somebody who works here, and we'll be on our way. Go in there, you. You reckon that's enough, or? Perfect.
Your first hibiscus karkade.
Yay! I really connected with Brendan on the way he was showing me around, because his way of working is quite similar to the way I work back home. I mean, it's so simple, but yet so important to go and discover places like these, discover the ingredients, get to know the people selling them. What really struck me at the souk in Dubai were ingredients like saffron, honey, and all those incredible dried spices.
And then over here is frankincense, which is pretty interesting.
Perfect.
So it's the dried resin that comes from the tree.
Okay. Is there anything you can do cocktail-wise with it? Maybe burn it to get the flavor
Absolutely.
into the glass, or?
Yeah, definitely it could be a style of almost like a rinse, but definitely to create an atmosphere. So burning it, it's going to be long-lasting, it's going to be really aromatic. Okay. To create the scene or set the scene, it'd be really nice. To bring people into the idea of Dubai.
What Brendan showed me was so nice. It's a growing trend in Dubai to add other dimensions to the cocktails, to work with smells, let's say, to stimulate other senses and really turn a cocktail into an experience. Right after the souk, I was so curious. I heard about this Dutch lady growing fresh plants and flowers in the middle of the desert, so I really had to go see it with my own two eyes to believe it. So here we are, we just drove an hour outside of the city to meet Marianne in her farm. So Marianne, can you tell me, what do you do here? What do you grow and what's your story basically?
It's an indoor vertical farm where I grow a variety of cresses or microgreens, so baby plants basically, and edible flowers. And they get used by chefs and bartenders for adding flavor and color to dishes and drinks.
That's really amazing. So if you guys think nothing grows in the desert, you are wrong.
Before we go in, there's just one thing I need to grab. Don't worry, could you just put on the hairnet? Yeah.
Oh yeah, looking at my best. So much hair.
Yeah. This is the room I grow microgreens in. So microgreens are basically the young shoots of plants, and there's a variety of herbs I grow here. The microgreens, they're super sensitive. So here inside you have a more of a controlled environment, and even like the type of lights I chose, you have certain wavelengths that make colors and flavors come out more strongly, so you can play with that a little bit more.
So Marianne, what was the whole idea behind it?
So I've always been very interested in agriculture and growing things, and then coming here and realizing that over 90% of the food we consume here is imported, that really got me thinking, because that means all the food we consume here has a very big CO2 footprint attached to it, because it has to be brought in by plane most of the time. So I started thinking, okay, like what could you do locally? And I know there's some great initiatives going on, but then I learned both about hydroponics and aquaponics, which basically means you don't grow in the soil, but in a sterile medium, and then you have water with fertilizer circulating past. So everything I have in here, some of the leaves even also are edible. Have you used anything like this before? Yeah?
I would prefer to use like whole flowers. I think it looks more beautiful. And we're holding a masterclass for bartenders in Dubai this afternoon, and that's actually the reason I'm here, to get beautiful flowers
and to drink Jameson with the flowers.
And would you think like marigolds like this would be easy to grow in a restaurant or a bar? With proper lighting?
I think they need a lot of light, so that would be something to consider. But yeah, they're pretty tough, so why not give it a try? Yeah.
I think Marianne showed us it's possible to grow plants everywhere. So if you scale things down a notch, and with a bit of practice and love and dedication, I think it's quite easy to grow fresh herbs at your bar, even edible flowers. Then you have the best ingredients right there to put in your cocktails. When I got back into the city, I was really curious to learn more about the bartending culture in Dubai. So I met up with Yaroslav, who's a really talented bartender, and he was fixing me an amazing cocktail, and I challenged him to use one of the ingredients we sourced on our trip to Dubai. Can you tell me, like, what's the reality of a bartender in Dubai? Like, what's the bartending scene like?
When it comes to cocktail trends and stuff, as all we know, Dubai is home for some of the wealthiest people in the world, and they expect to observe some exceptional, fabulous things all around them. And it's really, really hard to be a game changer in one of the biggest F&B markets in the world. So I can name you up to 10 bars in Dubai who really innovates, and the rest they just follow.
So you were gonna make a fine cocktail for me. Can you take me through it?
I wanna stay classic, so we're gonna make a twist on a classic cocktail, which is whiskey sour.
So Yaroslav used a house-made elderflower cordial, lemon juice, a touch of simple syrup, and then added his local twist on it.
And we're gonna be using only just a gentle small pinch of mixed spices and sumac and cumin, which are really, really typical for Dubai.
We do grow sumac back home, but it tastes so different from the one we have. It's more like vinegary. It's kind of, weird to explain, but it's fun to see like ingredients grown in different parts of the world, like tasting so different.
Would you approve? There we go, brother.
Beautiful. It's beautiful, like really well balanced, superb taste. Jameson love, brother.
Cheers, bro.
After spending a lot of time discovering Dubai, I was really looking forward to meet the bartending community of the city, and there is no better way to do it than a cocktail workshop. So we're here at the Bar Academy in Dubai. I'm gonna take the bartenders through the whole idea of the Grow Your Own Cocktail initiative by Jameson. It's a give and take. Like, I'm here to teach a thing or two about, you know, of course, where I'm from, about my culture, but you know, like the way I see it, it's more like an exchange. Like, I wanna teach them something and I wanna learn at the same time. That's what I love so much about Jameson. It's a brand that connects bartenders together and help, you know, share and grow that passion together. So that's the whole idea of me being here today. I'm really excited to be here. This is amazing that so many of you came. Jameson is working really hard to get bartenders to get into that state of mind that it's possible and it's easy to grow herbs, flowers, and you know, different ingredients in your own bar. I was really happy to give the local bartenders a taste of where I'm from. So I used balsam fir water and apple juice and chips from a local orchard. But what was really cool was making a Dubai cocktail for Dubai bartenders using their own local ingredients. So I made them a camel milk punch using all local ingredients. I think it was a great way for me to show them how lucky they are to have such amazing ingredients available at all times and that they can do really tasty drinks with it. Dubai was an incredible experience for me. I really enjoyed the enthusiasm and all the energy of the local bartenders really inspired me, and I really hope I inspired them to be a part of the global movement, but also, if it's possible to source and grow local ingredients even in the middle of the desert, then it's possible everywhere. So maybe I planted a seed.